What's up, anybody who might be watching? Welcome back to Ox Couch after quite a while. It's been a time and a half since we made a video, really, and today I've decided to come back. I'm gonna start doing a podcast type of thing with my friends here. My co-hosts for the day are my good buddy Denny and my good friend Nick. Go ahead and say hi, guys.
Hi, I'm Denny. That was a joke. I'm Nick.
Oh, got him.
That's
Denny's
Denny. He's in the hospital right now, but this is really important.
Yeah,
He's in a coma.
Yeah, he just got out of his coma. He's basically been declared brain dead, but he made it here because he cares about me.
Can you be brain dead if you never had a brain to begin with?
Probably not. You got a good point there. So this show is basically going to be like a monthly style thing. Every month, once a month, I'm gonna upload a little podcast for you guys, anyone that's out there watching. Just gonna be some basic calm shit. Sometimes, we'll discuss maybe more important stuff, but for now we're just gonna see what happens. So go ahead and
Let me just plug in my Patreon here.
We're all unemployed. We need money. Please help.
Check out my SoundCloud. I got my new porno up there.
Everyone knows a
It's
good place to start your porn career is on SoundCloud, because really the future of porn is just listening to it.
I mean, ASMR has been seeing a huge rise in popularity.
Which is basically like audio porn at this point. Have you guys actually sat down and watched an ASMR video?
I have, and I don't like it.
See, I used to be really into it. I used to watch ASMR all the time. It was my guilty fucking thing that I did.
How dare you?
It was everybody was always talking shit about ASMR is fucking stupid. And I was like, I don't know, I kind of like it. But as time's gone on, I'm just been it's just weird now. There's just literally fucking channels out there that are just some chick eating ass into a microphone, and it's it's just oh, you feeling those tingles on your fucking asshole? It's oh my god, man.
Maybe you should move your eardrum from your asshole to your head and you'd enjoy it a little more.
Yeah, that I didn't think about that. It's funny because a really big one in the ASMR genres is fucking mouth sounds, and that makes me, it's one of my biggest pet peeves is hearing someone eat or make sloppy sounds with their mouth, and it's that's the reason I stopped watching it, is because it's always just
hey guys, welcome to my ASMR channel.
It's oh god, oh fuck no, how is that relaxing? It makes me feel disgusting. I feel dirty after listening to it.
It just annoys me. Every ASMR is just me rubbing some my dildo on a piece of styrofoam. And it's I would just go to Michael's.
There are some people out there though. I will say not all of ASMR is complete uncreative, just fucking garbage. Some people a couple channels Ephemeral Rift. He actually puts a fuckload of work into his videos, and they're all really unique. But there's a lot out there that's just garbage.
Isn't the whole point of ASMR is you get chills from it?
Yeah, it's supposed it's I guess it stands for oh fuck, what's it stand for?
It's a specific thing. Well, there's a subreddit for it.
It's one of those pseudo science type of things that a lot of people say they experience, but there's no solid evidence to prove it's not just an imagined a fake thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's I feel I saw it forever ago, before there was a big meme about it.
Yeah,
it was
auditory something meridian response or something. You're supposed to feel it on your head or your back and shit. I don't know. I can see how it's relaxing, but it doesn't make my fucking skin crawl or whatever the hell it's supposed to do.
There was one I saw that was just generic hockey rink sounds of people skating and doing stuff. It was a 10-hour loop. I'd listen to that and do homework and shit. That was pretty cash, but I mean, I don't know if that really counts.
I can see that, listening to a river or something. But
yeah,
that's not really the...
Yeah, that's not really...
is it?
No, that's just ambient sound, I think.
That's just pussy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking... You're not going balls to the wall, eating ass.
You're not letting someone, oh...
You're not Welcome to my farting in your ear ASMR. So, what do you tell them? Help me! Help! Why don't you guys talk a little about like what you guys are, what's going on in your life right now? And you're in school, Nick, aren't you? And don't you work in like a lab or something?
I used to. I'm kind of a shitter this semester, and I decided to just I wanted money more than I wanted like
Yeah.
the promise of future money.
Right.
So I got a job at a dining hall where I get paid much more.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally that's just kind of what you got to do.
Yeah.
Did you like working in the lab though? Was that pretty fun? Pretty interesting?
Yeah, it was super interesting. I liked what I did until like for some reason one summer I just got like really depressed doing it. I was like I shouldn't work in this lab anymore. It was like for no reason.
What did you really like do there? Like I don't like everyone had that one phase like when they were a kid. They're like I want to be a scientist, but like I never actually knew what like anyone does in a lab. Like there's no like real accurate like portrayal of it except for if you've actually like seen someone doing it for real.
Yeah, like in movies and stuff, it's just like people going aha, whipping out their dicks and like aha.
Yeah, and they're like sticking their cock in like a beaker and they're like ah, Eureka! CSI.
And it's just like I don't know what this is worth. Let me just get in my science guy, and then they come in a lab coat and like drip a little cum on it, starts bubbling. It's like yeah, this is worth $3 billion.
Yeah,
but how it actually is like you basically all work revolves around samples. And that can be any number of things. That could be like tissue samples. That could be plants that you're growing and testing.
Gotcha.
And the majority of what you do is processing those samples to do whatever you want to do with them. So it's basically just like sitting and waiting.
But for example, like what would you like be trying to get like a tissue sample to do? Like, are you trying to like replicate it or like fucking make it melt or like?
For instance, if you're like trying to get a mouse lung sample, you have to breed the mice, you have to dissect the mice, you have to take that lung sample and you have to cut it into tiny little sheets, that's probably the longest part. It takes fucking hours to cut things
right
into little sheets. It's called sectioning. And then like for like after weeks of cutting, breeding, and like killing little boys, you might like get like an hour of like looking at your data and being like, oh cool, this happened.
Gotcha.
But a majority of it is just sort of like how you're a welder. You just sort of like
oh yeah,
you have like a job to do, and like it's just mostly handwork. That's kind of mostly what being an amateur scientist is. But it gets different the higher up you go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because for me, it's like, what do you do? I make 2 pieces of metal, 1 piece of metal.
Yeah, it's like me. I torture animals and study them.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, Denny, explain your job badly.
Dude, my job fucking sucks.
So
it's like not interesting.
Do you like ever?
It sounds cool, but it's so fucking stupid.
Well, let everyone know what you do. I mean, we know, but.
It's like, wow, you work in TV? That's cool. And I'm like, yeah, if you want to think that way, but it fucking sucks. It's like, hey, you want to get bitched at and have, like, 0 compensation for all the shit you go through? Here's the job for you.
That's what's funny about it, too, is people, like see, someone will hear, like, oh, I work at a movie, or not a movie station, a fucking TV station.
Movie station.
This is the station. The movies lift off from here. This is where they're produced. All of them.
This is where all the hits. Land.
But no, like you tell someone you work at a TV station, they're like, "Oh, sick! You get to sit and watch TV all day." But it's like way worse than that.
Dude, it's so shitty. It's like, oh, you know what kind of TV they have at stations like ABC and like CBS. You know what fucking primetime sucks? Those stations.
Yeah.
It's like there's like a handful of shows that are okay, and then it's like that's like 2 hours of your night, and then you have another 6 hours of just wiping your ass.
I can't recall a single good TV show on the stations that you run.
Yeah, like
There's like
I can't think of anything like that's like.
there's there's like Modern Family, which is like a really popular show. It's pretty good.
Oh.
It's like worth watching at least. Like
Yeah, I love
there's like, I mean, I like a couple different shows that are like not as popular, or they're like not really like big and like advertised.
Did they
But,
come
you know-
out with the Ice Climbers show yet?
No, but they have a fucking literally, they've shown a goddamn fucking a nerd alert for fucking Big Bang Theory for the past like 3 months, and it's them dressing up as everybody dresses up as the Flash for Halloween,
Oh my god!
and it's like fucking it's not even Halloween anymore, and they still run it, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude, the show is so
Hey,
stupid.
See,
So-
Big Bang Theory is like such a popular show, but it's so fucking like, in my
Oh
opinion,
my-
terrible. Like I've never watched it and like gotten a single chuckle out of it. Like not even like a cracked fucking ass out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've
they
been more
try so-
entertained by fucking Backyardigans than that show.
I don't know.
It's because like they try so hard to be like what everyone believes a nerd to be, and then half the time it's just like like the fucking Sheldon character, like he'll just say some like incoherent science sounding garbage, you know, that's like barely actually anything, and then it's a
Yeah.
laugh track, and everyone just laughs because they don't fucking understand what he's saying. It's like instead of him just saying someone's just like, hey Sheldon, fucking pass the salt, buddy. You mean sodium chloride? It's like, that's not funny. That's not comedy. It's fucking stupid.
They should just replace it with Jimmy Neutron.
Dude,
Yeah,
Jimmy
I feel
Neutron
like the
was-
show would be like a little better if it didn't have Sheldon in it.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like the main focus. Like all the other characters like have at least some like likable qualities, and that fucking guy, he's just like so obnoxious and like no real redeeming qualities from like the few episodes I've seen.
Not at all.
What would you
I mean,
say
as far as
What-
as far as sitcoms go, I don't think it's like that bad. I don't like shows with laugh tracks at all. That includes,
have you
like-
seen the IT Crowd though?
No.
Oh,
That show's
IT Crowd.
fucking dank. I fucking love
Does-
that show.
I
Does it
feel
have
like
a laugh track?
It does have a laugh track, which threw me off at first. Like Emily tried to show it, my fiance. She tried to show it to me, and I was like, she showed me like an episode, and as soon as there was a laugh track, I was like instantly, my brain just went to like, oh, this show fucking sucks. Laugh track shows are bad. But then I like actually sat and like watched it from like beginning to like end, and it's like one of the better shows I've ever seen. It's really funny.
I feel like sitcoms get like a bad rep from like how shitty they are, but it's like you're not supposed to take them all that fucking seriously. Like the King of Queens and like
Yeah.
I mean Seinfeld's god tier, but and then there's like a bunch of other like shows that are like not amazing, but they're not supposed to be amazing.
And I think another reason that sitcoms get such a bad rep is because of shows that are like really popular, like Big Bang Theory, or like
Yeah.
or like, you know, similar type shows where they're just not funny, and they're the ones that people talk about the most. So like that's what you associate it with, is like stuff like that. When there's like lesser known shows like the IT Crowd, which does have a large following, granted, but like not as much as the Big Bang Theory, and
Yeah.
it's by far like superior to that fucking shit.
Does
I never even liked like the god tier shows like Seinfeld. Just like
Seinfeld's like a fucking iffy thing for me. Like I've never really like gotten into it and like really liked it, but I fucking like love How I Met Your Mother. That show was really good.
uh,
oh yeah, I can't even remember that had a laugh track because I associated it with being good, so I just deleted
Yeah,
the laugh
you just
track from my brain.
you just pull it out of your brain.
is How I Met Your Mother actually recorded in front of like an audience, or did they just artificially add it? Because I know Seinfeld was like
Yeah, Seinfeld's got that going for it, where it's actually in front of like a live audience. But
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother was like artificially added. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, a lot of the new ones I feel like they aren't actually.
No, most of the new ones
Like that.
don't actually have like a live studio audience.
It's kind of hard to do
Oh,
it
yeah,
like that
'cause you
because
have to
all the
have,
sets
like-
and shit.
You have to have like a place where you can like set up those big ass sets to make it like believable, you know?
Yeah,
What would you say like your least favorite thing is that comes on? Like not counting like news and shit like that. Like what's like the worst show that comes on?
the
that-
worst show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I have a good
Oh,
one. but
Yeah, you go first. There's so fucking many. You have no idea. There's so many.
Hit me with
I'd have
yours.
to pick the worst.
Hit me with yours, Nick. And then Danny, you
so
go.
I don't watch TV, but the one time in the past 6 years that I have turned it on and like watched something, I was watching this show about, I don't remember what it's called, but it's about the Cherokee Devil. It's like,
okay, was it like one of those like monster hunt shows?
yeah,
Oh my god.
and it's obviously piggybacking on this like
the Finding
Northern-
Bigfoot fucking phenomena type of shit.
yeah, it's like it's taking two cultural phenomenon, which is like finding shit that doesn't exist,
Yeah.
like but that which was like ghost shows.
Yeah, it's like taking like the whole like search for the unknown and mixing it with like almost like a reality TV show because it's like it's like so unbelievable anymore, like the type of shit.
Yeah, it's like Duck Dynasty plus like
Duck Dynasty plus
History
like
Channel show.
yeah, Duck Dynasty plus Ancient Aliens basically.
Hunting for Sasquatch.
And I remember like we just watched this show for like 3 hours because it was
Was it the Was it the one show where it's like those like misfit band of like rednecks that go out and just start shooting in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that show was terrible. I remember it got canceled because one of the episodes they were like losing viewers obviously because like they kept like setting these real elaborate traps and everything and like acting like they'd catch something and everyone was like, "No, you didn't fucking catch anything." And then they like edited in post like a CGI animal like into one of the traps, and it was like just so poorly done. Everyone was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And like within the month, the show got canceled.
I have to see that episode. That sounds wonderful.
It's like so bad, and
I remember,
and it's just like I remember my dad would like watch it, and and he really likes those shows. Granted, I think some of them are entertaining, even though I don't totally believe most of them. But they can be entertaining, but this one was just, like, terrible. It's literally they would go out into the woods at night with night vision cameras and just shoot into the woods. And then like, they'd be like, "Oh, goddamn it, it's right over there, goddamn!" And then, like, they'd just all open fire in that general direction. It's like, if there was actually something over there, I think you would have gotten something by now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
I remember there was, like, they would find symbols on like shacks in the middle of the woods and like, "This is Cherokee writing."
Yeah,
and I bet if you like cross-check that, it would like
absolutely not.
It would probably be something like Cherokees don't even have a system of writing or something like that.
Yeah, it probably, and that's the thing is like, people don't like actually research into it and they'll just like take the show for what it is. But at the same time, it's like at the same end of things as like the, just like to be fair, as like the sitcoms, you know, it's the show's there for entertainment. It never claims to be like 100% fact, you know.
Right.
They just kind of hope that people assume that to like draw you in.
Yeah.
But
for that show in particular, I don't like it because it's just prying on, like I was saying, two cultural phenomena, ghost shows, and like the Duck Dynasty craze.
Yeah, exactly. I totally fucking agree. All right, Denny, what's your vote?
Okay, so like, it really sucks because overnight there's like good shows, but it's like the old like seasons of it, so it's like they're still good. But since like shit changes and like programming changes like with seasons, they had this new show called The Game, and it's about like football players. And like the stupid thing is, it's not even about the football players. It's about like their wives and like spouses and shit.
Oh god.
And it's just so stupid, and the production value on it is like worse than like a college fucking project. It's so bad.
Like NFL football players?
Yeah, but it's like a fake team, you know? And it's like, it's just so stupid.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. Because whenever me and Jake are at the gym, that show is like on like the monitors.
Because that's the time that it plays.
Dude. I always look up and see it. I'm like, "Jake, what the fuck is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's The Game. Don't you like The Game?" And I was like, "I don't even know what that is."
I've got like a couple bad, like Blackish is like it has potential because Anthony Anderson is like pretty funny, but he like tries to turn it into like a social justice like show.
Gotcha.
And that just makes it not enjoyable to watch.
Right.
And American Housewife.
Oh, that one's like ancient by now, isn't it? Or is it like? Or no,
No, it's still pretty new.
I'm thinking of the Desperate Housewives, but it's
Dude,
like the
so,
same basic idea, isn't it?
yeah. Well, it's more like, all right, so it's like, oh, her, and then her fucking totally dysfunctional kids, which they barely are, and then her like husband, who's like actually like a good actor, and then she's just so shitty. She's like, oh, well, I'm big, and I'm an independent woman, and I'm so fucking smart, blah blah blah. All fucking skinny fucking moms are bitches, and like all this shit. That's all the show is. It's so stupid, and I'm like it could be so much better if it wasn't like written by an absolute fucking retard.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Like, I'm not.
And I understand that too, which is like another part of like what makes certain shows better than others. Is you can have an all-star cast of actors, but if the writing's terrible, there's no saving it. It's perfect example, that movie fucking that everyone's reviewed on YouTube now, that food fight movie where it's all like the fucking brand name shit. It's like got like Charlie Sheen and like fucking whatever her name is, fucking something Longoria, fucking I don't know. There's like an all-star cast. Wayne Brady's in it. But the writing is so bad and the fucking like the CGI is terrible. So like doesn't matter how good your cast is, if your writing isn't there, it's just there's no saving it.
Oh,
I thought Food Fight was that one movie about like the anthropomorphic dog that's like flying around this Arabic city or something.
What?
I mean, the anthropomorphic dog thing is right, but it's not an Arabic city. It's like a G-rated version of the movie Sausage Party, where like at night, like
Oh shit! I thought we were talking about Sausage Party.
no, dude, Sausage Party's actually like
I'm all ass backwards. Goddamn.
no, fuck. Sausage Party I actually enjoyed. I thought it was funny just because I love Seth Rogen. But no, fucking, you guys have never seen anyone review Food Fight?
No, I have.
Seen Critical do it. I
like
think.
vaguely remember it.
Yeah, no, yeah, Critical did it. Absolutely fucking amazing review of it as well. One of my like favorite ones. My two favorite people that have reviewed the movie are Critical and JonTron. They both did fucking like both of those videos are hilarious. Yeah, that's the one right there. Why did I don't know how you got that it was an Arabic city though. It's like
I don't know.
It's
I
like
just associate it with all these like shitty Bollywood CGI films.
What is that thing to the left with the green jacket?
That's Wayne Brady's character.
Yeah, but what is its like? What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a flying squirrel that's made out of chocolate.
What's up with its face?
Exactly. It's
a chode.
Like who modeled this? Like
it has like a little nutsack cheeks, and it even has like little crease where like the urethra would be.
Dude, it
does too.
I've seen PlayStation 1 games with better graphics. Like,
I know.
Look at the fucking Indiana Jones knockoff dog. Like,
yeah,
look at his leg. That's his left leg. It's like pointed backwards.
Yeah, that's Charlie Sheen's character.
Like, why is his leg like broken backwards?
Well, you know what's funny is
it's a power stance, Denny. He's about to beat the shit out of you.
He like dislocated his fucking leg.
He dislocated his whole fucking leg.
The entire comp of this picture makes no sense.
Yeah, the fucking what's it called? The perspective's fucking fucked up.
Yeah,
his leg is like shorter than it should be. Like
yeah, he's longer. Like leaning forward, so he like looks bigger.
Yeah,
and like the girls on either side of him are like standing at like a different angle, so they just look messed up.
But it's funny because even though this movie's been beaten to death, I love talking about it because it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, in JonTron's video, he talks about how apparently when they were first making this movie, they got like almost done with it, and all of the film reel was like stolen, like in an act of like corporate espionage. Guess how much fucking money they put into this movie? Just
fucking like $5K,
probably like $2K.
$65 million.
Jesus Christ!
That's why they went through and finished the fucking movie, is because like they had the rights to all these brand names, and then like all the money they already poured into it. So yeah, it just turned into this fucking mess of like garbage. It makes you wonder.
That's insane.
It makes you wonder if like the original like cut of it before it was like taken, if it was like any good, because it was like cobbled together like last minute just to like, you know, we have all these rights, we put so much money into it. We have to fucking we have to do something with this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even it wasn't good though.
Yeah,
it's
they tried their best to recover what they could, but it fell so fucking flat.
Like you just close your eyes and listen to the voice acting that they probably still had.
Yeah.
It's still it's.
But
yeah, back to this picture here. Like, why does that girl have fucking Snow White legs?
Let me expand this fucking beautiful image.
Dude, fucking
has Snow White legs when her skin is olive colored.
Oh my god, you're right. Her as you descend down her body, her fucking complexion gets lighter and lighter. That's fucking bizarre. I didn't even notice that.
Do you know how often I see fucked up shit like that?
Oh yeah,
all the fucking time.
Yeah, because you went to the fucking Full Sail for the.
I actually know how animation works and shit.
Yeah,
and it's you just want to throw up.
It's goddamn, 65 million. You couldn't try a little harder than this.
Fucking A,
Denny, could you make a better movie if you were given 65 million?
I would hire better people. I can't do it myself, but I could people are fucking cheap if you know who to look for, animation wise, because everybody's I just want a little bit of money, and you're here you go. You're just such a small fraction of 65 million.
I mean, you probably wouldn't even need that 65 million to make something even
I would exclusively use my fucking people I went to school with, and I'd be fine.
Oh yeah,
I could keep it under $500,000 probably.
Bust out Will and Oliver and just fucking shred a new movie out.
Yeah.
I would like to see a documentary about how money is used in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know what goes towards what. I know a large portion of it goes towards the actors, you know, because if you look up how much an actor makes for a movie, it's almost always more than $1 million for the role that they do.
Yeah.
And can you imagine just for one, even if you filmed 2 movies in 1 year and you got $3 million per role, if I got $1 million right now, I'd probably be able to fucking finagle that somehow to last 20 years. I bet you. You just fucking invest that shit and then you're fucking set for life. But these guys are out here fucking raking in, millions and millions of dollars, and I wonder how much of that, the rest of it, where it's heavy spending, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine a lot of it's special effects, depending on the movie.
I'm pretty sure it's when there's special effects like that, it's the studio is contracted a certain sum of money.
Yeah.
And then, the studio, it's pays its employees, however they do that shit.
Speaking of movies and fucking Hollywood in general and shit, do you guys know how fucking sick I am of reboots of movies?
What's
no.
the recent one that you brought that up?
Okay, so I'll give this one a pass because the movie was great. I fucking loved it. But the newest one that just comes to mind is the new It movie.
I fucking love that new movie, dude.
I
can't watch scary movies.
Yeah.
It was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's so weird to see a
reboot that's actually no, it's I definitely would say it was better than the original. Without
yeah,
hesitation.
by far, but I wouldn't call it surreal, but it sort of was. It was sort of Stephen King's sort of.
I mean,
sorry, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit like Stephen King. That's weird. I wonder
I couldn't remember the guy's name who wrote the book, but it was sort of his take on Lovecraftian story.
Yeah, and it's
structure. And it sort of kept sort of true to it. And
yeah,
I thought that was kind of cool.
This is off track of what I was going to with this point, but that whole movie is so well done, and I was really surprised because all of these reboots have come out and just been fucking either really average or generic or just bad in general. But this one was I went in not expecting a whole lot, and it blew my fucking socks off.
Yeah, I don't know what the obsession is with horror movie reboots.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, it's not even just horror movie reboots anymore. It's reboot fucking You know, for example, they're making another fucking Lion King movie.
Really?
Yeah, Eric Andre is one of the hyenas, though, so it's like, maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Why?
I was surprised, too, because it's just like, he'll just straight up post his dick on fucking Facebook.
It's Eric Andre and Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah, they're the
the hyenas. But the hyenas don't have the same names as before, though.
No.
Which is, I don't know. Is it, like, animated? Because, like, that'd just be stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's animated.
Like,
I don't think it's gonna be a live-action Lion King.
You can't remake a fucking, like, movie that came out with the last, like, it's stupid.
No, I don't think they're remaking the movie. I think they're just, like, there's a difference between a reboot and a remake. You know what I mean? Like, like I guess Stephen King's It, like the new one, that's a remake. But a reboot is like the Lion King. I think it's gonna be like another story. I don't think it's gonna be the same as before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're just gonna like blatantly remake the movie because that'd be fucking idiotic. Like,
yeah,
it's not like a movie that needs to be remade. You know,
right?
It's like it was so good the first time. Why would you bother? You're just shooting yourself in the foot by trying to remake that story.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good already. It's not even like it needs improved.
Yeah, like the animation was fine. Well, it was more than fine. I loved that movie as a kid. It was really aesthetically pleasing. The music was good. You know,
one of the top animated films like of the time. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. It was pretty good.
I could see animation getting better in the next 20 years.
Yeah, it's like I don't think they were doing that, but like just rebooting old series, like weren't they gonna do like a Blair Witch like reboot thing, or didn't they do it and like no one remembered it because it was like so fucking bad?
I have no idea.
Let me look that up because I'm pretty sure that they just recently like redid the Blair Witch thing and like it just fell flat. Like no one gave a fuck about it.
I've never seen any Blair Witch thing.
Yeah,
what's it about?
I just searched Blair Witch 2016. They remade it and it's got a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Jesus.
So like I said, they like tried to reboot a movie and it was just fucking bad, which just keeps happening. The horror movies are the worst of the reboots, for sure. But like other movies are guilty of it too. Well, you said you've never seen Blair Witch.
Yeah.
It's one of those. The original was like really popular because it was like quote unquote based on a true story. Granted, I think very lightly based on a true story. Like, there's no actual like evidence that I remember being like actually posted of like basically the plot is like these kids went into the woods or whatever, and there was like witches or something, and like it's like the whole movie's filmed like on like a camcorder, like the main character is like holding it in front of their face and like documenting it to that kind of shit, you know.
It's shaky cam,
like,
isn't it?
well, yeah, like the shaky cam thing before Paranormal Activity thing fucking blew it out of proportion.
Shaky cam's like motion sickness simulator.
But yeah, and a lot of people love the original, and they just tried to like remake it, and it just fucking was garbo. Now that I'm like trying to think of like actual movies that are being rebooted, like I can't think of them off the top of my head. Of course, I had a whole bunch of them that I was thinking of, but
some are like really well done though. Like, I mean, I don't really watch horror movies because I'm like fucking. I just hate horror shit because I'm fucking such a scaredy cat. But like Ocean's 11 was like an old school movie with like fucking shit. Who was in it? I think I want to say like Frank Sinatra and shit.
Scary
it's
movie.
Like, really old, but then they like remade it with like George Clooney and like Brad Pitt and like Matt Damon, and it's like really, really fucking good.
That's actually one I've never seen.
I fucking love it. It's like a heist movie, but it's like there's like 3 of them too that they've like done since like. So let me see. Ocean.
There's not a whole lot of movies that I just like don't know about, you know, because until I was like out of my fucking house, I didn't have like TV or anything. I was one of those kids that like just survived on movies. So like there's so many movies at my mom's house that like we could fucking like open a video store.
Yeah.
Like
it's like
it's fucking ridiculous. Cuz like if you don't have internet or like anything in like the age of like Xbox Live and stuff. You know, you guys remember, like I'd only be able to get on the weekends at my dad's house.
Yeah.
So like that whole rest of my life, which is like a much larger portion of it, was just movies and like single player games.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine that, dude.
I mean, it's one of those situations where you don't miss what you never had.
I guess, yeah.
It's weird how you only had internet at your dad's house where he lived in the equivalent of in the middle of the Mojave Desert.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, fucking like nowhere. There's
Yeah.
no cell phone reception, but you have internet.
Yeah, and like at my mom's, like there's just nothing.
Yeah, your mom's like less than like a 2-minute drive from my house.
Yeah, which had perfectly fine, like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh man, I was gonna. Oh yeah, if Hollywood wants horror movies to come back in full bore, they need to bring back the party watching system on Netflix.
Oh my god, dude. The party watching system on Netflix for Xbox was by far like the greatest thing of like summer fucking sophomore year.
Oh,
But you don't like having to count down now?
Fuck no.
It's just like
I'm sure other people out there remember that shit, because like there's no way no one else was like slamming that fucking shit as hard as we were.
I know it's something about it. It's like how you could make your little avatar do dumb little shit
was
while
fucking-
you're watching stuff.
It was fucking entertaining. Like it added another like element to the movies, because it was like, yeah, you can do the countdown thing now, but it didn't like have that little charm of like seeing yourself there and like interacting with like the other characters' avatars and everything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it made the like experience like way better, and then you didn't have to do the annoying countdown thing. And if you paused it, it paused it for like everyone. You didn't have to fucking resync every time someone has to take a damn piss.
After they got rid of that feature, we tried doing the countdown thing for a while, but just
Yeah, just
fell out of vogue because it just wasn't as fun.
yeah, it wasn't as entertaining. Netflix, get your fucking shit back together. Bring that fucking shit back.
Like, give me some other reason to subscribe besides BoJack Horseman.
Yeah. It just gave it more substance. It was fucking great.
Yeah. I mean, isn't Stranger Things?
Oh
Netflix
yeah,
on-
Stranger Things, they do definitely have going for them. I haven't been
There's,
able to
there's
watch-
like so many other shows. The new Voltron show. That show's really good. I really like that.
Everyone always goes on about how great the Marvel shows are on there, but I'd like never watch them.
I have such a boner for him.
I know, for like ever you just kept going on about Luke Cage and how I needed to watch. I'm just like,
Luke Cage is so badass, though. Like,
I opened it up again. The can of worms
you
is fucking
you
back.
brought this on yourself, bitch.
I never got into that type of shit. Like I love Stranger Things. I haven't gotten around to watching the second season yet. But
Like,
the first one was like the first season was great. I loved it.
I need to actually watch first season.
No, dude, it's totally worth it. One of the best shows I've recently seen.
I'd have to break my schedule of going to work and then sleeping,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Sleeping literally all day. It's such a good fucking habit.
Were you gonna say something, Nick? I thought I heard you like start to say something.
Oh no, I was just jerking off.
Oh, okay, good.
I just let out a little moan. Just like the good old days and jerking off in between Modern Warfare 2 lobbies.
Oh yeah, that's
Just like-
fucking classic.
Now I'm just trying to jerk off in between times I'm talking on this podcast here.
It's a fucking monumental fucking task, I'd say.
Jerking off at all times possible.
Dude. Oh man. Well, I think this is probably a good place to stop for now. I hope you guys liked hanging out with us for a little while. I hope you liked, whether you listened along or had it on in the background. Definitely let us know what you thought. This will be a once a month thing. Yeah. Any final words, guys?
No. Bye.
Yeah, if you guys have any jobs,
Any jobs?
any jobs, like, living wage jobs, send one my way.
Yeah.
If anyone has reasons to live, send them my way. Wow.
All right. Catch you guys next month. Bye.
Eh.
Bye.